Crypto, at the most basic level, is a code. It's a set of numbers. And if you look at any dollar bill or any piece of paper currency that we have in the United States, what you'll do is you'll see a serial number on that dollar bill. This code, this number, and the value represented by the code exists on something that we call the blockchain. The blockchain can be described as a giant database that exists in thousands or potentially millions of places on the internet, and that has what's called an immutable audit trail. You can read the history of the blockchain simply by reading that database. Because copies of that database exist in hundreds of thousands or millions of different locations, it becomes impossible to cheat as to who owns what, when, where, and how, because millions of people are able to look at the database and say, you don't own that, or yes, you do. There's also a process by which this database gets updated, and this process is typically called mining. It involves complicated computerized forms of hashing, other forms of validation, but what it boils down to as a practical matter is there are a bunch of specialist computers that wind up looking at changes to the blockchain and then validating the fact that that change actually has occurred and some token or some value or some crypto has moved from one place on the blockchain to another. Miners typically run computerized operations where they perform very complicated mathematical functions which are designed to assure the integrity of the system and that people aren't double spending any of their money and that the transactions that are supposed to occur are actually recorded appropriately and permanently on the blockchain.